Mercedes is a pathological liar. She only cares about herself. Mercedes is an attention-seeking person. Her coming to the show is seeking attention on the grandest level possible. Mercedes told me she was a stripper, and I was okay with that. I finally caught Mercedes in a lie and had actual video proof of her having a man in my house on a security camera video. I've learned that she was an escort, prostituting herself. I'm disgusted with Mercedes. After everything came to light, I was still willing to give her a chance to be a mother. Our marriage was over then. It was just the chance for her to get back on her feet and be the mom that our kids deserve. I allowed her to stay in the house as long as she followed the rules, and then she broke the rules by going out drinking. I had to kick her out. As far as I know, Mercedes lived in several different hotels. I don't like Mercedes. The only reason I'm here is for the sake of my kids, for them to have a chance to have a decent mother. If Mercedes does not get help, I will fight for 100% sole custody of our children. I will cut her off permanently.
Okay, Andrew, you just said why you're here, so I understand that.
Correct.
Completely. And so why are you here?
I'm here because I'm finally ready to come clean, and you should probably come clean about a few things. You want to talk about my past? How about you talk about yours? What about the other 2 children that you signed rights over? What about you leaving your wife for 9 years and cheating on your wife with me? What about that? What about you living a double life?
You either came on to throw him under the bus or you came on to come clean.
No, he didn't tell the producers he wanted to talk about his past, so I figured that should be mentioned. That has a lot to do with why I did what I did.
Oh, so you're a victim.
To a certain point. No, I'm not a victim. I want no sympathy from anyone.
That'll work out great. Because I don't understand. What is it you want to come clean about?
Being an escort, being a horrible wife. I cheated on my husband while he was deployed to Afghanistan. I had sex with one of his family members. I was severely addicted to alcohol. He found out about it after he found about 10 bottles in the house. And I also
you cheated on him while he was in Afghanistan? And how long were you deployed?
I was deployed for 7 months.
7 months. Thank you for your service, by
Thank
the
you.
way. Seriously, thank you for your service. It means an awful lot, and I appreciate your willingness to do that for all of us. You say you're sick of explaining a nice lifestyle.
Yes, correct.
Like where you got all this money. Because you just come up with money and no explanation of where it came from, right?
No, I told him I was a stripper.
And you said you were okay with that.
Yeah, I was fine with what she did for a living as a stripper.
Why?
Well, she was a good person when I met her. She seemed to have her head on her shoulders. She was a smart girl. We had fun together when we first met. I was going through a rough time in a past relationship. I won't lie about that. I have nothing to hide about that. The reason I came on the show, though, that she begged me to come on the show to, was to get her help for all the things she's done wrong to my family, to our kids. And obviously you can see she has ill intentions to make me look like the bad person. And I'm not perfect, I'll admit that. But the reason you begged me to come to the show was for your kids, the kids that I take care of, the ones you say you give me money for, which you rarely do. And I will say, since you've been out of the house for over 5 months now, and we agreed to barely $200 a week in child support, and you can barely do that, and you make all this gobs of money, and the excuses you make for not seeing kids, let's see, the first time you said you lived in an apartment that you got, and you bought a car, and then the times you didn't show up to see our kids, because you had to put DVD players in this imaginary car, and if you had so much money that from doing this escorting that you do, why can't you pay on time?
Why can't you get a job?